graders, Mrs. Tyson here. I hope you're having a marvelous Monday. Let's go over our standard and get started. Our standard for today is RI 1.1. What does that mean? Ask and answer questions about key details in a text. We have seen this standard before. Thumbs up if you've seen this standard. Yay! I know you all have. So today we're going to play a little game. Remember, think back to about 2 weeks ago. We played a game called I Wonder and I Learned. So you wonder before you read. So good readers always, before they start reading, wonder before they start reading a page. So we're going to practice that today. Another thing good readers do is after reading, they think about what they learned. Now today's text is an informational text, which means it's going to give your brain information. Awesome. So to ask questions while we read, we are going to ask questions to help us understand the story. And we're going to ask them before, during, and after we read a story. When we answer questions, we use the text to find evidence for our answers. So I have a little girl up here saying, I wonder. I wonder. Can you try that with me? I wonder. And I learned. And the little girl's looking back at the text for her answers. So let's get started. Put your reading brains on. Awesome. Okay, boys and girls. So what type of text were you reading about this week? That's right. You remembered. Informational text. And this text actually came out of your Inspire Science book. I'm sure you remember that from your classroom. So today's topic is going to be plants and animal needs. So let's do a wondering before we get started. What do plants and animals need? I wonder. Let me read you the paragraph and I want you to follow along as I read. All living things need water, energy, air, and room to grow. There's our answer. We answered our question, our wondering. Let's keep reading. Living things also need nutrients. Animals need shelter to survive. Shelter is a place where animals can live and be safe. These needs help living things survive. Survive means to live and grow. So what do plants and animals need? They need, let's look back at our text. So we learned they need water, energy, air, and room to grow. And remember, are you a living thing? Yes, if you think back to our text, we said that living things can also be humans, just like you. All right, so let's read more about water. My wondering is, I wonder how plants and animals get water. What do you wonder? Awesome. So let me read you how they get water. Let's see if our question, our wondering, gets answered. People and animals get water by drinking it. They also get water from some foods. One way plants get water is from the ground. They can also get water from the rain. People can give plants water too. So boys and girls, did we get our wondering question answered? Yes, that's right, we did. So we wondered how plants and animals get water. Can you tell me one way a plant gets water? That's what you learned? So a plant can get water is from the ground. How do people get water? How do you get water? That's right. People can get water by drinking it. So that's how we get our water, right? Okay, boys and girls, so let's look at the next page of the story. The next page of the text is energy. So let's think about a wondering that we might have. I wonder how plants and animals get energy. I wonder. Let's see if our wondering gets answered. Food has nutrients in it. A nutrient is a thing that living things need to grow. Nutrients give you energy. Energy helps you grow and survive. Survive means to live and grow. Energy helps you run and play. Animals eat food for energy too. So, how do plants and animals get energy? Did you learn something from that page? Awesome sauce, boys and girls. You did. So it says food has nutrients in it. Nutrients give you energy. Energy helps you grow and survive. So without food, animals and plants could not grow and survive. Give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. All right, so let's go to the next page. Another thing that plants and animals need is air. We could not live without air. So let's think about a wondering we have on this page. Can you read that wondering? Awesome, let me read it to you. I wonder how plants and animals get air. Let's see if our wondering is answered. All animals need air to survive. Plants need air to make their food. How do water animals get air? Fish can take in air under the water, as there is always a little bit of air mixed in with the water. Dolphins must come above the water to get air. So was our wondering answered on that page? Yes. What did you learn about animals who get air? Awesome, boys and girls. They need air to survive. You are so smart. Let's go to the next page. Let's think about what else an animal and a plant needs. They need shelter. Let's read to see about shelter, and let's talk about our wondering for this page. I wonder how plants and animals get shelter. A shelter is a place where animals can live and be safe. There are many kinds of shelters. A house is a shelter for people. Some pets live in houses too. Most animals find shelter outside. So our question was answered on that first paragraph, boys and girls. How do animals get shelter? How do people get shelter? That's right. People live in homes. And if you have a pet, they live in your house too. They're considered animals as well, and they need shelter. And most animals find their shelter outside, so that's how they get their shelter. Let's read the second paragraph and see if we can find out more information. Animals may live in a tree. They may live in the water. Some animals may live in a cave or a hole in the ground. Animals find the safest place to live and grow. So not only does their shelter need to be safe, but they have to be able to grow in it. What animal homes can you name? Can you name any animal homes that you see in these pictures? Good. I see a tree, a woodpecker in a tree. If you look outside your window right now, boys and girls, can you see any trees? You can. And you can actually go outside and there will actually be animals in those trees. Isn't that amazing? They need shelter too. Why do you think some animals live in the trees? Why do you think they live in the trees? Yes, that's right. They need a place to stay safe, right? Okay, so that is the end of our text. I want you to think about what an animal needs. What I want you to do today for your little project is I want you to put on a piece of paper just a little sentence. It says, I learned plants and animals need. So you're gonna pick one thing that plants and animals need, and you're gonna draw me a picture of what a plant and an animal needs. Now, for example, you can draw an animal that lives in a tree and put the word shelter here. So I learned plants and animals need shelter. I could draw a picture of an owl in a tree, or maybe a woodpecker in a tree, anything you want, but you don't have to do shelter. You can do air, remember, air, water, or energy, okay, and shelter. So you pick one of those that the animal needs, and I want you to do this little project for me. Okay, boys and girls, I hope you learned so much today about asking and answering questions. You are such a good reader, and I can't wait to see you on Wednesday. Bye for now.